Welcome to my Colorado Trail preparation series. In this video, I'm going to guide you through all my backpacking gear I'm going to take on my section hike later this August for a week. So I'm not going ultralight, but I'm trying to stick to something that's doable for me within the budget that I have. Also balance that with functionality and comfort, try to get a whole mix so that I can have a good experience over a week backpacking. I'm also bringing photography gear with me, which really adds a lot of weight, but recording the journey is an important part for the experience for me. This whole setup with 2 liters of water and food is like 32 pounds, which is a little bit heavy. I kind of want to be like 28 to 30. So let's dive in. Let's start with the core of any backpacking trip, and that's camping gear. This is what I'm going to use to recover at night, to stay dry, to get ready for the next day on the trail. So this is what I'm bringing into the backcountry. I'm going to start with my sleeping system. I have a Klymit Static V Recon insulated sleeping pad. It's a little heavy, it's like 24 ounces, but it comes with a pretty low cost too. I might upgrade this before I go on the trail. And then I just have a little ultralight pillow. It weighs probably 6 ounces, just to help keep my neck from getting crinked up and everything. And then the really important part is the sleeping bag. And this is something I invested in. This is the Sea to Summit Spark. It's good for 15 degrees and it is awesome. I love this thing. It's got a downfill power of 850. It's pretty budget friendly. This is like 400 bucks. And then all that's gonna go inside of a tent. And my tent that I use right now is a Naturehike Cloud 2X. This is a 2-person tent. It's pretty heavy, it's like 4.5 pounds. So I do have a new tent that I am bringing with me, and that's the big Agnes Fly Creek Ultralight 2. I went with the Ultralight 2 just to have a little bit more space inside because I do go backpacking with my wife. So it's nice to have a 2-person tent. And this is like 2.2 pounds. So this is going to come with me. I did use this tent on my shakedown, which you'll see, I love this tent. I mean, it kept me through the hail and the storms on my shakedown and kept me dry. It's a really, really good tent. It's just a little heavy. So we're going to see how this big Agnes Fly Creek works out. Other camping things too, I have a Paracord with some clips on either end. And I use this mainly to hang up my bear bag at night, but you could use it to dry your clothes or just anything you might need line for. It's a few ounces, and I think this is something that is just good to have. And then same thing, it's a little first aid kit, a few ounces for bandages and Neosporin and antibiotic type stuff. Something simple, moleskin especially, just because of the amount of miles that I end up doing. And then of course a light. This is the Black Diamond Cosmo. I've had this one for quite a long time. And then an extra pair of a set of batteries that go along with it. And then I also bring just a little fold out Gerber knife. One last thing for camping, for personal hygiene, I just take these body wipes. There's 10 of them in each one of these packs, and I'll take 2 packs to use for wiping down or going number 2 in the backcountry. And that's my camping gear. All right, next up is my camp kitchen. This is important because you need to stay fueled when you're on the trail. Let me show you what I've got here. I just take 2 1-liter Nalgene bottles. 2 liters is enough for me for a day on the trail, and then hopefully I can camp somewhere where there's water and be able to fill those up for the night. And then with that, I have a Camp Chef Stryker. Overall, this works really well, and all I do is boil water in it. I have a Sawyer squeeze water filtration system, and it takes about 4 of these bags to fill up 1 Nalgene bottle, so 1 liter, 4 of these bags. And then to eat my food, I have these smelly-proof, heavy-duty, flexible, reusable storage bags. So I use these. I have a bunch of these with all of my dehydrated meals in it that I'll show in a separate video. And then to eat it, just have a spoon. Very useful. Spoons are like the best thing. And then just some personal safety, just a little Bic lighter, just in case the Stryker goes out on this thing. And then all my food goes into a Urasack. This is just a bear resistant thing that I can hang up into a tree. I don't really like the bear canisters because they're very rigid, and I like to be able to bring my pack down in size after I start eating some of my food. And that's my backcountry kitchen. For my clothing, I try to keep it simple. It's in the summertime, so I don't need to have too much warm weather gear, but I have a layering system that I use. First thing is my base layer. So one is this shirt that I have on, and the other one are these pants. On the shirt, this is just a UV shirt with some thumb holes to keep my hands more protected, and also a hood to keep my face and my head out of the sun, so I don't have to worry about bringing sunscreen. For my pants, they are the Wrangler all-terrain gear, and they're just a good budget-friendly. They're weather resistant and they dry quick if they do get wet. If I need to get a little bit warmer or if it's raining, I can throw on a rain jacket. The other thing to keep me warm is a puffier jacket, and this is just some cheaper one I got on Amazon, and just that packs down a little bit smaller to go into my pack. Now the most important part for me are my feet, because that's what's going to get me from point A to B, so I make sure I take the right socks. This is where I spend a little bit more of my budget. So I like darn tough socks, and I've got two pair, one just to change out in the middle of the day if I need to, and then the other one just hang in the back of my pack and dry out. And then I take a third pair, and these are made by Bearskin. I like them, they're comfy, just as a backup for one, and another one if I want to wear a pair of socks at camp or when I'm sleeping. The other important part that goes along with socks are your boots, and I love these boots. These are Oboes. I've had these for a couple of years now, and they've gotten me down a lot of different miles of trails. I like boots personally because of having some more ankle protection, and just for the comfort. So these are waterproof. So that's another reason why I bring two socks. So when my feet do get sweaty, I can take my feet out, put different socks on, and just keep on going. And that's my clothing setup. To me, recording my trip is a very important part of the experience. So I want to make sure I bring enough to be able to record this. I would love to bring more, but this is what I'm going to bring. So first thing is my Canon. It's a Canon R6 Mark II. Love this camera, and I'm pairing it with the 70-200 f4 lens. It's a little bit lighter than the f2.8 and just more packable for a longer trip like this. This thing weighs like 3.5 pounds. The other camera I'm taking is a GoPro Hero Black 13. Awesome little action camera. And the other camera is my phone. It's a Galaxy S25 Ultra. I just changed from the Pixel 7 Pro, which was an amazing phone, but I've had it for a few years and I was ready to go to the next thing. Things to support my camera are batteries. I'll have 4 of these. This is a 10,000 milliamp hour battery pack charger. For my GoPro, I'll have 4 batteries total, 1 in the camera and 3 in this pack. This pack is good for charging the GoPro batteries as well as storing them too. And then just an SD card holder, multiple SD cards. And then for some other shots that I want to take, I'll just have this little portable tripod-y thingy, and I can attach my phone to it, or I can take this whole thing off and put the GoPro right in here too. Planning on doing a lot of recording on my GoPro just to help save the battery on my phone as much as possible. And that's my camera gear. And lastly is my pack. I actually have 2 parts to my pack. One is a pack for my back and one is a pack for my chest. So the pack for my back is gonna have everything in it: my sleep system, my extra clothes, my food, my kitchen, some of my camera gear. And in the front is where I'll have my Canon R6. I'll have that mounted right on my chest so I can get to it as I need, as well as in the side pockets I can have my phone, as well as any other essential type things. My pack is the PGY Tech 40 liter 1 Pro Flex. This is a really nice pack. It's super comfortable, and I can carry a lot of camera gear for backpacking trips, for camping trips, for going to Hawaii and having all of my camera gear in here. So really comfortable. I've already shaken this stuff down. I'll have a video on that before you know it. And there you have it. That's what I'm taking on my segment hike coming up here in August of 2025. I'm really excited to go on this trip and can't wait to share it with all of you too. So like and subscribe and follow me along for more crazy, awesome adventures like this. See you next time.